So I'll start with introductions. We have Ross here, who was a member, finished out a term.
Well, it says here on the 24th day of January, thank you, certificate.
Oh, yeah, they send it the month after, yeah.
I'll hang that up.
But, we told you that you're welcome to apply again.
Right.
To be a member of the commission, so. And then we have another guest.
Hi, my name's Skylar. I'm a senior center intern this semester. I'm a social work student.
All right.
So I'm just here to observe today.
Okay.
Right.
And we'll just kind of go around and say our names just for formality, but maybe just so you get to know at least on a first name basis, some of us. So let's start.
I'm Kate. I'm one of the newer members.
Kristen Crumray, Senior Center staff.
Natasha Deloach, senior center staff.
Mary McCall, Senior Center volunteer.
Warren Paris.
Jay Gilchrist, Senior Center. I like that volunteer word.
That's his drug name.
Commissioner.
Yes.
Scrabble Queen.
Right.
And Lee McKnight, Commissioner.
Okay. So the minutes went out. I'll entertain a motion to change or accept those.
I move to accept.
Okay. Kate, it looked like a
I'll
second.
second it, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I don't think anyone opposed. All right. And public discussion for items not on the agenda. This is time for anybody to ask a question or whatever. Okay, well, we're moving right along. Turn it over to Latasha and then Kristen. Thank you, Kristen, for giving us an update for your work, but operational overview.
Yeah, I'll try to be brief today. We have had a really, really successful March, April. Let's just say this is the first time since I've been here that we have run out of program guides and we had to go to local places that we had delivered them to get some back. We hated to do that, but we're like, we need some of these. So that means that we have been very popular. The building's been abuzz with all of the different things that have been going on the last 2 months. It's just been really a successful last 2 months, and as the weather has finally broken. Amen, right? So we're really excited about that. We have a lot of great upcoming things and look forward to. The links are open, so I think registration for May, June is now open. So some highlights that we have coming up in actually this month and going into May of this month, just so you can kind of, for the public and for commissioners, there is a collaboration between the Senior Center Standing Room Only SSRO group, which is our kind of 1940s radio style kind of show, or theater troupe, I guess, are collaborating with Tamarack Kids from next door, and they're going to do Sound of Music. So I believe the date for that is April 30th. And so we'll get a press release out and different things. So please come join us for that. I think that'll be fantastic. May is going to be a buzz, okay? We have lots of music going on. We have a first time ever. May is Older Americans Month. So there'll be a proclamation, which I'm hoping my friend Jay here got my email. Did you not get my email?
How recently?
2 o'clock.
No, not
No,
yet.
okay. Well, anyways, maybe if Jay, during the discussion, if he potentially ask you all to potentially come to the proclamation at the city for Older Americans Month, that could be potential open discussion thing, but I'm just throwing it out there as a program update. The other thing, Skylar here is doing something it's going to be our ICSC Frisbee Fest, which I think will be fantastic. It'll be at City Park. at, what is it? What number is it? Number 6?
May 3rd. Oh, Shelter 6. Yeah.
Shelter 6, May 3rd, which is 2 to 4. Down in City Park, so it's open. Bring your grandkids, bring your friends, bring your neighbor. I don't know, bring the puppy. I don't know. But we'll have some ICSC frisbees. But we also say BYOF. Bring your own frisbee if you got one too. So make sure you label it just in case it gets thrown out somewhere. Someone picks it up. So Skylar and some folks from UI Frisbee, Ultimate Frisbee folks are gonna do a kind of intergenerational community senior center cool event. So we're really excited about that. So come on out to that. We also have a collaboration of our Voices of Experience. This is our choir, which has grown by leaps and bounds. I think
heard-
there are
I heard
40,
the other day.
40 or 50 of them or so.
Beautiful job.
Yeah, they're going to be combining with New Horizons Band, and it will be over at Voxman. I can't remember the date. I think it's May something.
17th?
Early in May. It's early in May. It might be the same. It might be the same day. I think it's the same day. But they're going to be performing a couple of times. So that'll be happening. But the new program guy has all the exact dates. So I just want you all to know that we are excited. We're doing a lot of things, combining with the community, combining with other groups, just bringing together a lot of wonderful things in the month of May to celebrate Older Americans Month. And so we completed, tax day was Tuesday. We completed a ton of folks, as you all know, from a ton of taxes for people. As you all know, when Emily was here a few months ago, she told you all about the significant number of tax. I think we did 376 not this year, but the previous year, and saved, people got back about $366,000 worth of tax. Yeah, and it's just an amazing thing that we're able to provide here. So we're
Yep.
really proud of that.
I pass it around too.
Yeah, please do. I mean, we just have really great folks, and so I wanted to give you all an update about that. I'm trying to think, am I missing any major? Oh, we are going on another trip. So as you all know, that some of the proceeds from the Black History Ball helps us to be able to afford to do a trip, because you know it's the bus that usually has all the costs attached. But we're going to a trip, we're calling it Figgy and More. So we will be hopping on a bus on June 14th.
Does it have a lift on it?
I don't know.
I think it does have a lift. We'll double check.
We'll have to
that.
double check that, because I remember this question last year. Can you put a note of
Because
that?
I went to the stockholders meeting down in Bus Walmart.
Oh, okay.
And the bus ride 8 hours down there.
Oh,
And they
wow.
and they had a lift on the back.
Yeah.
That put me in there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it potentially could have one. We will double check that. We definitely want to make sure it's accessible. The trip includes, there is cost to the trip. It is $70, but it is discount for our low income seniors, of course. And then if we get any sponsorship or anything, we'll try to let people know so that we can be able to allow folks to go. But of course, there's costs. We're going to hop on the bus, and the first stop will be going to the Freight House Farmers Market. It's an indoor-outdoor farmers market right by the Mississippi. We're going to do a lot of stuff out of Mississippi that day. We'll be there for a little while, and then we're going to hop back on the bus and go over to the Moline side. So we're going out of state, y'all. Don't tell nobody.
Take your passport.
We're going across some water. We don't tell too many
across the
people
big-
this out of state thing we're about to do. But we're gonna go across, and then we're gonna get on the Celebration Bell, which is a cruise, and it'll be a captain narrated cruise with lunch. And so that'll be really great. And then we will hop back on the bus and go back to Iowa, because we don't want them to know we snuck over there too long.
Right.
And then we will be going to the Figgy Museum. So we'll
So it's a
conclude our day at the Figgy Museum.
One day trip.
Yep. And then we'll be headed back. And people can go on their merry way and tell their lovely stories of the day. But that is the trip that is coming up. It is limited. We only have, I would probably say, about 40 seats after we factor in, staff and different folks like
What
that.
time did you start?
Probably 8:30 to 5:30. It's a full day. So that's kind of some high points. We have a lot of new classes, new opportunities. We've done a lot of new collaborations. We have, y'all know we have stuff. We have stuff. Mary's doing an amazing job with caregiver support. I would love to hear more about that at some point, about the collaboration with the UI Nursing, right? That helps with that. And just a lot of amazing things that we are doing to support our seniors here in the community. And then, like I said, we also have those intergenerational opportunities that we've been providing. So that is programming update. Just really quickly for the facility update, because you guys know this is government and it takes at least 6 to 7 departments to make a decision. We have officially decided on the color of the window pane.
Oh my God.
The edging, yes, that did take a couple weeks, but we got it down. Earth tone, which I can't really describe that to you. Kind of blackish.
I don't like what it is now.
Yeah, it's probably about the same as what it looks now, but it took a lot of us to get there. So,
Is it like your vest?
no, it's
Darker?
more like what is already there, basically. we steered off for a minute and we came right back home.
Okay,
So.
there we go.
Yeah. But you know, it only took 7 of us to make that decision and a couple of Zoom calls, but we got there.
All right.
Now on to paint colors.
There we go.
So that'll be another update,
I have
maybe
a
next
question
month.
about the window. Will the windows make it a little bit better as far as heat?
Yes.
That's-
But we also at the same time, that's my second part. We
Okay.
also at the same time are also have been working with engineers, and we have some folks that will be coming in to help us with our HVAC system.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
To address the heating and cooling issues. And don't worry, once it gets so hot that I see you all sweating as you walk through here, we'll turn the air on. Till then, you know, we'll just be medium warm.
What about windows in the lobby?
Windows in the lobby, that is what we're talking about. So we have decided on what the framing of the windows will be. Now, that's probably going to take place probably this fall, so August, September. And then just be prepared that there will be some days we'll have to close that floor because it's going to take them a while, because you know those are custom windows and it's historic. So it's going to take a little bit to get that addressed, but we're excited about that. And some of the windows up here especially will be able to open no more than 4 inches, because like we said, we don't want nobody falling out, you know. If you can get your head in 4 inches, see me.
Yep.
So that we can get you a helmet. We don't want anybody falling out of the windows.
You don't want any sparrows inside.
Listen,
There have been.
there will not be. Let me be really clear.
They're camping across the street.
If there is, I will be shutting down the Senior Center that day, and we will find the one single bird that is disrupting my peace. We will not do that. But that's probably pretty much. We're always doing cleaning. If you all see anything, sometimes we don't see certain things. So if you see something that needs to be cleaned or we miss something, we have a really great facility staff folks that are willing to address those issues. Just let us know. Like someone reported that we didn't know there was a hook missing in the back of the men's bathroom. Well, I don't go to the men's bathroom, so I didn't know it was there. So if you let me know, then that's something we can order and we can address. So if you do see something as a commissioner, if you hear someone that there's something going on, let us know. Some things we do know that are happening, and just know that we're trying to address them as quickly as possible.
I have another question. Are there lockers anywhere in the building for people to put their stuff in?
Oh, absolutely. We have a
Where
ton
are
of
they
lockers.
located?
They're located in the, do we have any up here? Yep.
I saw some in the restroom.
Yeah, we have them in the restroom, as well as we have them in the billiards room downstairs.
Okay.
So people can rent the lockers. The price of that, as you know, we decided at our other meeting is $15 a month. And then people can keep those items overnight,
Okay.
but as long as they make sure.
It's good to know.
We
Thank
have
you.
about
50 lockers.
50 lockers. So we have
Okay.
quite a few lockers. Some are in the men and women's restrooms, but then, like I said, we have more of a gender neutral option
Right.
in our billiards room that's available for folks. And then the ones in the the exercise weight room, those are free for people to use
Okay.
while they're in there. And then, you know, if they have their own lock, they just got to make sure they take their things out, or if they just throw it in there while they're in there. That's what people mostly do. So. Okay, that's all I have. I'm going to pass it over to Kristen to give us this fantastic report.
Can I follow up on something?
Sure,
first?
sure. I'm sorry.
So maybe you said something, but when do the windows start? And
Oh, that won't be till fall. That'll be fall.
All the windows, none of the windows till.
All the windows are gone. Windows, doors, and the painting of the front. This is our final phase of our exterior project. We'll start meeting with some designers and stuff this fall to start talking about interior. But right now, our final phase, we're in it. We've got the people, the papers are signed, they're locked in. They can't leave us now. So they will be here putting those things in place. Probably we're looking August, September, around that time. But that's when it will begin. Right now we're deciding on paint colors.
You
and stuff
know
like
more
that.
where they're going to start and what.
No, I'm not sure. They will give us a timeline. Probably they did. They wanted to give us. They're waiting for a couple of things to make sure like we know what paint colors and stuff like that. And then they'll give us a timeline, and then I can bring that to the next meeting. We have a facility update, and I can let people know. But it will be fall. It will be fall. That will be we'll be replacing all windows, all doors, painting the front, and reviving the front of the building. It's going to look amazing. And then next spring we'll be putting in some more flowers. And
I like the
things
sign
like
out
that.
front. That's neat.
Thank you. We
Yep.
worked really hard. It was a goal of mine for a long time, so I'm glad. And we got the new awning up. I think it makes the outside
Yes, it
look
does.
really
Yep.
great.
Yep.
Yeah, looks modern and update like we wanted to.
And then I did read your email that you sent me at 2:00. So,
Okay. Well,
John, who's the head of the
oh,
Johnson County Livable Community for Successful
Yes.
Aging Board, is inviting all of us to the proclamation of Older Americans Month, the May 6th City Council meeting, and that's an evening, it's like Tuesday evening. Is that what May 6th is?
yep, it is.
That's
So
weird.
last time we went there, we were like first.
Yeah.
Or all the groups
Yeah,
that they're doing.
proclamations, they kinda
Proclamations
knock
are
those
always
out first, yeah.
We might not be the first proclamation,
Yeah, I don't know how many proclamations. I just know that's there that day.
but a splendid time is guaranteed for all if you
Tell us again the dates.
Dress nice, smell fresh, cause picture's tight. Gotta squeeze
maybe
in
we'll
there.
go have a drink at the Dublin Underground or something like that.
Sure.
There you
sure,
go.
Sure.
What's the date?
Just
May
don't
6th.
talk about any commission business if it's more than three of
Okay.
you.
We won't do that.
Okay.
May 6th, Tuesday, City Council meets usually about 7 p.m., 6 p.m.
I think it's 6 p.m.
6
Yeah,
o'clock.
6.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it here or down the street?
Is there?
is that the City Hall?
That way-
City Hall.
Right,
City
yeah.
Hall.
That way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kristen, sorry to
Oh,
jump
it's
in
all
there.
right. No problem. So, as you all know, I'm the operations assistant here at the Senior Center, which is, a fairly nebulous term. So, I thought I might give you some ideas about all the big things that I do here around the Senior Center, and then if you have questions about any of them, we can kind of go from there. So, a large part of my position is facilitating with the front desk staff to do trainings, work with Latasha on hiring people, supporting front desk staff, dealing with any issues that might be coming up down there. That includes all the software that we use, which is like 4 different softwares for various things, some of them more in depth than others. And then right now we have 2 part-time permanent front desk staff. So Yuan's here in the morning and Miranda is here in the afternoon. And then we also have part-time temporary staff who staff our evening and weekend coverage. And we also, when available, right now we have 1 work study student that helps us down there. So those folks are wonderful, and we try and give them as much training as possible to help folks as they come into the building or call. And then also, in particular, the evening and weekend folks, because they're here mostly by themselves with sometimes facility staff. They also do building rounds and security checks and then confirm that the building is clear and secure at the end of the night. So there's a lot of training that goes into that too. I oversee the membership and parking programs and then also lockers. So any, comments, concerns, questions that come up with parking or memberships that front desk staff want to pass off to me. I work on those things. And then a large part of my position too is facilitating communication between other city staff groups. So like purchasing, ITS, revenue, finance, government buildings, you know, any things that we need to work with other city departments, I'm generally involved with. Budget items, so manage deposits, create check requests, work with Latasha on creating the budget for the next fiscal year and then monitoring the budget throughout the year. I'm also the main purchasing agent for the senior center for not like the big CIP, like windows and doors, that stuff, but more like we're getting new furniture for space, or we need whiteboards or a new piano, or whatever the thing might be. I'm generally involved in the mix of that. Then I also work with volunteers, in particular the Senior Center ambassadors and tour guides. That's part of my position. And then also, of course, working with all of you in conjunction with Latasha. I manage all of our room reservations and rentals that are not programming related. So if people want to rent space or utilize this room, for example, for a meeting, I'm the person that folks come to. And then I do a little bit of programming, so our new member lunches, also work with the original Church Groovers with Latasha and helping them fulfill their programming ideas. So get to help with things like this trip and Soul Train event and things like that. And then occasionally do other random bits of programming as they come up. So
All hands in things.
yeah. So that's kind of just a real general overview of.
You kind of, that's what I used to do, pretty much. Yeah, except I also did the front desk stuff too.
Yeah.
And I got to say, that is one of the hardest jobs in this building, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Because you got to know a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's
You just
true.
got to have it all up here, and people ask you questions a lot, and it's
Yeah.
like, pull it out. That's a hard job.
It is a hard job. So right now our membership is still on the way up, coming back, kind of bouncing back from COVID numbers. And before COVID, we were around 1,700 members, on the closer to 1,800, but not quite. Right now we're at just over 1,600 members. So feeling good about that.
So I have to sign up to be a member again? I'm still a member, right?
I'm not sure. I'd have to double check, but
Oh, yeah, look, yeah,
yeah.
I think I still am.
we
Call
can
security,
take a
let's
look.
get him out of here.
Social Security? What'd you say?
Yeah, let's call security.
Call security. Roll me out of here.
So anybody have any questions about what I do, or anything in particular you want to know about?
Amazing.
We have a lot of changeovers in all these rooms all week long, I know that.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what the number of events per week is, or
Oh gosh, yeah,
a bunch.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we try not to count because it might be overwhelming.
How many outside groups?
We used to have a list
lot.
every week, and it would be like pages.
Yeah.
It's increased over the years, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, especially, like kind of again, just like every other organization, COVID really changed things. But I'd say in the last 9 months to a year, things are really busy again. Like
Good.
feeling like before COVID.
What
as
helps a
far
lot
as-
is having parking next door, because we never had that, and it was awful.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah.
There was no place for people to park, so, it went way down.
Yeah.
And it was critical at one point.
Yeah.
Because people didn't have any place to park. And then there were more buildings around here, like the building across the street.
Sure.
The bank and stuff is still there and stuff.
I met the kid on the bus that does the Spanish for the people here.
Yeah.
What a nice guy.
Jordan, yeah, he's
Yeah.
great.
He was just leaving as I was coming in.
Oh, I have a question for the two of you. If you feel like there are topics that you hear about, or anybody else,
Yeah.
for programs that we don't offer yet.
Man, if you only could read my email. It's not that we get a lot of suggestions on program for members per se. It's just sometimes we have so many people wanting to offer so many programs to our members.
Wow, okay.
I mean, just even recently, someone wants to. They sent me an email about clay, like to help with people with dexterity. And I'm just like, well, we used to have a kiln and all that stuff in here. I was like, well, maybe we can figure it. So, you know, it's like sometimes it's about, we have these great ideas, but it's like, okay, where could we make that work? How could that work? Where would we do that? Do we have the cleaning supplies? You know, so it's like, it's pieces that go with those different program ideas. And so, you know, or Skylar's like, oh, what do you think about Frisbee? Yeah, we could probably do that. Let's start thinking, you know, because then it's like, okay, well, where are we going to do it and when and what time? And do we have staff? And do we need to order Frisbees, you know? So some of it is just like, we have ideas, but there's
I like
pieces
that thing
go
on
inside.
TV where they, on a park bench, they'll have a
Oh,
person talk to an
conversation.
older person.
Yeah.
That's neat.
And that'd be great. We got plenty of benches out front. We can totally do it. Anybody can start that program on their own. Just go sit out there with a sign and say, come talk to me.
Yeah, that was neat.
Sure, people would love that.
Yeah.
They would love that. And we would love to facilitate. Anytime we don't have to do it ourselves
Right.
and it's initiated by y'all.
Somebody else.
The reality is, outside of me and Kristen, there's only 2 other full-time people here. So all these things happen, but there's only 4 full-time people, and the rest are part-time or volunteers. So if people have an idea and they're willing to facilitate that, we will support you in all the ways that we can.
Right.
We'll help you think it through. We'll help you figure out dates, times. We'll advertise it for you. But it is a lot easier when people come with ideas and that they're willing to participate, other than just saying,
I like your food.
we should do this.
I like your food bank. That's kind of neat.
Yeah. People are hungry.
Yep.
We feel a responsibility to help facilitate
Yep.
decreasing that if we can.
Yep.
If we can.
Street people.
Yeah.
I know we have ramped up offerings this spring from U of I Healthcare, different departments, different presenters.
Yep.
Would you say that's going pretty well? And
I would say so. Really, Michelle or Emily would be better equipped to answer that question because they work with those folks more one-on-one. But so far, they've been popular. The Live to Be Healthy classes have been very popular. That's new this last program guide. So those are classes, fitness classes that are being offered for free for certain insurance types, people with certain insurance types. And then it's a fairly reasonable cost if you don't have that. So those are going quite well. But yes, all the collaborations with the University of Iowa, we're very lucky to have them right here so that we have access to all
And we have
their-
some other universities. I think we have Des Moines University right now as well. Our OT people are occupational therapy. Doctoral interns are here as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so UI nursing, we, obviously school of social work, UI rec classes, and they help us a lot even with our pickleball jamboree. We call it the PBJ because why not? But they help us with. It's just so many people are helping.
That's neat.
It's just wonderful to be in this type of community where we have people that are not only just willing to help, but also coming to offer the help.
Yeah.
We don't have to search them out. We don't have to, hey, we need help. People are like, we're here, we want to help. What can we do? Sometimes we're like, we don't know in this moment. But the biggest help right now, people coming in. We just got a new law student that's coming to help us on Mondays with the pantry. So anywhere we can get people involved, we try to. And every volunteer can't come every time. Some people are faithful and there every single time. And we just are so thankful to live in a community with so many people willing to help us. And that's what makes the Senior Center thrive. Like I said, we don't have half the staff the majority of the other departments have, but we are probably putting out about the same amount of work. And that's because of our volunteers and because we have such a great supported community. So we can brag about that. Number 1 in the nation.
Right.
Can this may not be appropriate, but I've been wanting to get a class started here
Okay.
in sign language.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That'd be great. We would love to do that.
Yeah.
We'll put a note of that, and maybe that would be it's probably a Michelle or Emily. It's a Michelle or Emily thing for sure. But I think if we could partner with some of the folks, the ASL folks over at the university, I bet they would love.
Kirkwood does that too. I think they had
we can have
a
an intern. See if there's an intern that would come over and help help you pull that together too. That'd be great. I mean, I never took ASL. I do know how to do signed English because I just wanted to be able to do something if
The
I
only
needed
one I
to
know is this
communicate.
one, that with the little finger high.
Yeah, like, I didn't do so well in the class, but I do have my book if I
Right,
ever
there you
need
go.
a reference.
Right.
I did take the class, I did pass.
Yeah.
But I think that's great, and we can definitely mention that, and that makes so much sense because we do have people who, because of different medical reasons, all of a sudden they have struggles with language, or there are people who are just have always had. Oh, well, you know what? Don't we have the department of? We do have a department of blind and deaf. They used to come here and teach
Out
classes.
of Des Moines.
They're in Des Moines now?
No, I think that organization is out of Des Moines.
Yeah, but they were coming here at one point. But anyway, we'll look into that. That's a great suggestion. Thank you. That's a great suggestion. It's all you, Jay.
Any other questions for Kristen or Latasha?
I'm all out of answers. Ask Kristen.
I know, and sitting next to you guys is one of our number one volunteers.
Number one volunteer.
There's a lot of,
I forgot to bring your gold medal.
Oh, dang.
Well, it's plastic, but it looks gold.
I'll take it all day. My grandkids will love it.
Yeah, it's gold adjacent,
It's cold, oh, that's even better.
but the adjacent is really far. It's really far away.
Okay, master plan discussion. Anybody have any further questions or anything about
Just that.
our facility updates or our
I might need to adjust.
strategic plan or anything?
I might need to adjust this.
I don't think so.
Community correspondence. Are we getting cards and letters and emails from folks?
No thank you letters? Jeez.
Kicks in the pants? No? Future agenda items. Ideas?
I just wanted to ask something, it's not future agenda, but I'm just thinking about a couple of these things that I'd like to attend. Are these online, where you can register for them? Like
The majority of things you
the
can't.
Figgy thing, even though
Yep,
Figgy
that's
a
online.
lot.
Yeah.
But it sounds like fun if it's not just that.
Yeah, it's definitely three
Okay.
different things, and your lunch is included.
Cool.
The cost of the cruise with the lunch
Oh, yeah,
included,
yeah.
that's where a
Oh,
lot of
that's
the
neat.
cost.
I didn't know
And-
that was, I thought it was
Yeah,
just.
that's included. No, your lunch is
Okay.
included. Your lunch is included.
Okay.
It's mostly the lunch and the travel there. But now if you're getting something at the farmer's market, that's coming out of your own
That's your
coin
own.
purse. Okay, bring your coin
And
purse.
you're gonna only take so much on the bus.
Yeah, and don't be trying to bring back the whole market because you only got one seat.
And lunch on the boat, did I get that?
Lunch
right?
on the boat, and it'll be a captain narrating the whole ride. It's about a 90-minute on the Mississippi. So
Will there be entertainment on the boat, like singing, dancing?
I don't think so. I think it's a tour.
Jay, that's
Yeah,
dinner cruise.
you will have to come back later in the
Oh,
evening
it's
for
the
that
lunch
one.
cruise.
That we're going on the lunch cruise. There will be no
Lunch cruise-
dancing,
the
no
lunch
singing.
cruise is
Yes,
narration.
it's narration. Yes,
No cocktails?
we'll be getting information, Jay.
That's a
No
paddle boat,
alcoholic
right?
beverages?
That's a paddle boat?
No, it's not a paddle boat. It's a cruise ship. It
okay.
can hold about 800 people.
Just a cruise, no paddle on the back like the old ones?
No.
Alright.
We riding real smooth and easy down the
Right.
Mississippi.
Right.
Are you talking about just the back of the boat goes
Yeah.
like this?
Oh
It
yeah,
is,
yeah. It
is.
has that.
Yeah.
I thought you meant us in their paddle boat. I said no. I'm not. I didn't sign up for that.
It has one of those, yeah.
Yes.
That's-
Yes.
that's
Okay.
after-
Thank you for the
That's
clarification.
after lunch to get your
Okay.
inside the paddle.
Yeah, I was like, no, I won't be paddling in no boats. Not on the Mississippi. No. I won't even do it in Terry Shoe
That's
Woods.
cool.
I'm not doing it.
They can blow their whistle and everything.
Yeah.
It's called
Yeah.
the Celebration Bell. Is that the
Celebration Bell.
B-E-L-L-E?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Cool.
You can go online
Like
and
it's
check it out.
No
Yeah.
trolling allowed.
Distinguished, what?
No trolling allowed.
Trolling?
No
You don't bring your
trolling.
fishing pole or anything?
No, yeah.
We have Turtle Lake, they have a Lady of the Lake. It has that, they brought it up from
Wait, like the ghost or is it a boat?
the boat.
Oh, okay.
Lake Turtle Lake, on the lake, they have one that it goes across the lake.
Oh, great.
Paddle boat, yep.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, this would
Kinda
be
neat.
great. I haven't been on a It's crazy. I've lived by the Mississippi my whole life. I
I've never-
don't think I've ever
I've
been
never-
on a tour on the
No,
Mississippi.
I never have
so this
either.
is exciting. So-
Right.
Do we need to sign up for the Appreciation Day event, or do you just come?
Yes. Yeah, please do.
Please let us know you're coming. It helps us with ordering food. So if the appreciation event is
The
April 29th out at Terry Trueblood. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that earlier. Please come out. It's for volunteers, members, donors. looky-loos and anybody else that want to come. You just-
It's like
just
4 to 6 o'clock.
4 to 6,
Right.
yes. We're gonna have a wonderful time. You know, we'll have a little background music going in the background, but we're not gonna have musicians this time
I'm only
because
three-
nobody ever listens to
I'm
them.
only 3 blocks away.
Well, then see, you can get there.
Yep, I'll
you
be
can
there.
get there.
Yep.
But yes, we'll have food. We'll have our food trucks out again. We'll have some ice cream and some. What is it called? What do they call it? Pop. I say soda. We were trying to figure out how to say the right thing.
I knew when I got back to Iowa, because I saw pop. in the
So I struggle
grocery store.
sometimes when I'm in
Back-
Iowa. I'm like, they call it. What do they call it? Oh, pop.
Pop.
We'll have food and pop. It feels so weird to say. For everyone and water, of course.
So we sign up online?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You can call or you can sign up online. We just want to get a number because it just kind of helps us with like we'll always have a gift to give everyone and. But it'll be a good time.
All right.
Dessert and people just like to come because it's just a great social space in general. We'll have a short agenda where we'll have a few of our elected officials, you know, say hello really quickly. I told them I will give them the eyebrow if they get to talking too long, so they are prepared. And I said it on live TV, so they know I was very serious when I told them that. So, but yeah, we'll have a couple of folks just say hello, and then that'll be around, what did we say, 4:30? 5 o'clock? 4:30. We'll have a quick agenda, and then the rest of the time is just be social and just know that we appreciate all of the work that folks do, and just be.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really a nice event. We really like that event.
I assume you ordered good weather.
Have you met me? I only do good weather. What do you mean, sir? I have an agreement with the weather gods.
Okay, I will entertain a unanimous motion for adjournment.
I so do.
I'll second it.
All right? All right, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye, aye, aye.
Aye, aye.
See you next month.